Or do you want it back on?
Computer. I'm going to go ahead and use
Want it
mine.
out of the way?
Yeah.
Can I do that? Is that
Well,
sufficient?
it's going to lock the screen.
So you are going to project?
Yeah.
So do you need to connect?
No, I'm going to do it with this one.
So you need to connect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
If I ask any questions you don't understand, just please ask me to repeat them, okay? I want to make sure you understand everything that's being said here.
Yes.
Yesterday, there was a great deal of talk about a plan.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, when did this plan, when was it originally formulated?
Can you talk a little bit louder, please? I can't really hear you.
When was it originally formulated?
Originally,
Yes.
say after October, when he first mentioned the plan, that was just, at that point, was just get rid of Christine. And then I can tell you exact the date.
Okay.
But
So sometime in October, the plan was to get rid of Christine.
yes,
At what point did there become clear actions that we're going to be taking?
what do you mean?
Did it ever grow to be something other than that?
Yes,
Okay, when did that happen?
when he created a website, I would say in January.
Okay, and that was January?
Yeah,
Okay, January 9th?
I can tell you the date.
Okay. Okay, well, let's just talk about that. So, I think you testified that the creation of a website required an email in Christine's name, correct?
Yes, correct.
Do you remember the email address?
I do not.
Okay. Do you remember, were you there when the email was created?
Yes,
Okay. And what device was it created on?
laptop.
Okay. Now, was Christine home at that time?
Yes.
Okay. So describe for me how you and Brendan were able to get Christine's laptop on this day when that email was connected.
Like I mentioned before, every time we would get her laptop, it'll be because she'd get home from work or the day before, her backpack would be by the door with her laptop in it and her work stuff in it. And so it was, I would say, easy access.
Okay. I've heard you say that before, but what I'm asking is who took the laptop from wherever it was that Christina thought it was?
That day, I do not remember.
Okay. Do you remember after the laptop was obtained, what room that you were in?
What?
What room that you were in?
What room in the house?
Yes.
When the laptop was a,
So
I'm confused. Sorry.
you just said you don't remember who grabbed the laptop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Correct? But you're saying somebody grabbed the laptop, and I
Yes.
assume you're meaning between either my client or you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And at some point, there was a creation of a new email, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And where was that when that happened?
I do not remember.
Okay. So, so you don't know who took it, you don't remember that, you don't remember where the actual action to get this all started, the first part of the plan, you didn't remember that?
No.
Okay. Did you know at the time that you were creating it where Christine Banfield was?
In the bedroom upstairs.
Okay, so you can conclude that you weren't in the bedroom or upstairs, correct?
No.
So you just don't know what area of the house you were in?
Correct.
Okay. Now, leading up to that, did you and Brendan talk about how you were going to do it, or what type of an account it was going to be, or what kind of name?
If we talked about it,
Yeah.
probably did, but
Okay.
I can tell you details.
I'm sorry, did you say you can't tell any details?
I can't remember details
Okay,
of
you can't
how the
remember the
email
details.
was, the
Okay.
name, or, yeah.
Okay. And so, who was the one typing?
Typing what specifically? The email?
Yeah, to open the account.
Brendan?
Okay. Did you at any point type anything in or do anything to assist him with the laptop?
Yeah, eventually.
Well, on this initial day, which was when this all started.
Not that I recall.
Okay. So the actual beginning of this action plan, what do you recall about it?
Well, you asked, and I told you things I remember. That's what I remember.
Well, you didn't remember anything though. So what do you actually remember from that day?
Well, I remember that the account was created, the email, and that Christine was upstairs in the bedroom. That's it.
So there was an account created and Christine was in the bedroom,
Yes.
but you don't know where you and Brendan were.
I can tell you for sure.
You don't know who got the laptop, which was the device that was used to create the account.
Correct.
And other than saying, well, she usually leaves her bag by the door, you don't know whether it was obtained from the door, correct?
You can say that.
Well, I'd rather you tell me.
Yes.
Okay. Now, we'll get back to that, but ma'am, you were just speaking with Ms. Sprisler about letters.
Yes.
And that was a common way for you to communicate, correct?
Yes.
Is that displaying?
It's
for-
displaying just to the attorneys,
Okay,
to
okay.
myself. If you would like her to see it, I just need an exhibit number.
Yes, Your Honor, this would be exhibit number 1.
Okay, and you want to display to the witness?
Display to the witness, please.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you see that?
Yes, I can.
And if you can, just let me know when you need me to scroll for you. And I can make sure you see the whole thing.
I can see it.
Are you able to read that?
The whole letter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm able to see it.
Do you want to read the whole letter?
Do you want me to?
I want to make sure that this is your letter. Is this your letter?
Yes, that's
This is
my
a letter that you wrote, it looks like on December 8th, 2023?
Yes.
And that would have been about 2 months after you were arrested on this charge?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And calling your attention to the highlighted portion. Is that fair and accurate?
Did you ask something? I'm sorry, I was reading it.
I was asking you to read it, yes. Have you read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. And the yellow portion there, can you read that, please?
Yes. Well, now that you know, parentheses, I mean, they already knew, close parentheses, that I'm not going to cooperate with them. There is nothing I can do. So I don't know what they are going to use. I mean, everything they have and can. I don't know everything. I just have the feeling they might hold me here until my trial. It can take months, years. There are many theories of what had happened, set up by you, us, or I wasn't supposed to be there, and etc.
Okay. In this letter, which you wrote, it suggests that someone from the Commonwealth had been talking to you about cooperating against Brendan. Is that correct?
No, they never talked directly with me.
Okay. How would they communicate that to you?
Through my lawyer.
Your Honor, that assumes that are not in evidence at this point.
Overruled.
How would they communicate that to you?
Through my lawyer.
Okay. And so this is 2 months after you were arrested. And were you given an opportunity to plead guilty and cooperate at that time?
Yes.
Okay. And what was it that they were offering you at that time?
At that point, my lawyer had said that they were offering, in exchange for my cooperation, they would offer me a misdemeanor and I would be released on
Okay.
time served.
Okay. And I guess, as I understand it, your lawyer communicated that to you, and then you made the decision as to that?
Yeah,
And what was your decision?
that I didn't want it.
Okay. So you rejected the misdemeanor offer
Yes,
based on what you knew?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge, may we publish this to the jury?
If you're gonna, are you entering into evidence?
Actually, I'm sorry, I'll hold off.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you see the letter on your screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's going to be marked as Defense Exhibit 2. This is a 4-page letter, so I'll scroll through it if you need to identify it. Tell me when you need to move.
I can see it.
Okay. Do you want me to scroll it so you can read the rest of it?
If you like, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure you have full understanding of what it is. This would be page 2 of 3.
I see it.
Okay. And this is page 3 of 3.
I can see it.
Okay. This looks like it was written on November 1st, 2023. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that's your signature down at the bottom? Or
Yes.
your name? Let me bring your attention to the highlighted portions.
Okay.
Can you read that, please?
Yes. I said, it's killing me, and I mean it. And then another paragraph. It breaks my heart to think that I may not be able to be with you guys soon. It hurts me extremely thinking that I might not be there for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, friend's birthday, and all those special dates with the situation.
Okay. And do you recall, was this, so this would have been sooner than the one that I showed you before? Because it was November. Do you recall whether the offer of a misdemeanor had been extended prior to you writing this?
I can recall.
Okay. So you don't know whether it was before writing this or after writing this?
I can't say for sure.
Okay. Ma'am, I put on the screen what will be marked as Defense Exhibit number 3. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
And this appears to be, well, you tell me. I don't want to suggest anything to you. What's the date at the top of the letter?
14/11/2023.
So November 14th, 2023?
Yes.
Okay. And did you get a chance to read that first page?
I can see it on the screen.
Okay. And I just want to make sure you have a chance to read it. I'm not trying to rush you through
Oh,
this.
do you want me to read them?
Well, I want you to make sure that you know it's your letters,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
When you're ready to know that that's your letter, then I'm happy with that.
It is my letter.
Okay. Let me call your attention to the highlighted portion. And this is after you've already signed off from your signature, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and if you can just read that aloud, please.
Yes, I said, I can bear living this without you. It's too much pain that I don't want to live like this. I can't. I just don't want to feel this way anymore. It's a torture. I love you more than anything.
Okay. And can you describe for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what is the feeling that you're talking about and what is the torture that you're describing?
Being in this situation,
Okay.
what I was going through mentally.
Can you articulate what that situation was on November 14th, 2023 that was causing you torture?
It's being away from my family. It's being in a situation I've been in for the past 2 years.
Well, we're talking about then, what you were feeling then, which would have been November 14th, 2023.
I guess the fact of being away from him.
Okay. And so at that point, you'd been away from the Banfield house for a little over a month, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And so is the torture that you're away from him or the torture that you're in jail?
I would say both.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to suggest to you what you should say. I want to hear from you. What are you describing?
Well, I think it's always been both.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
I said it was always both.
Okay. So when you're being asked to recall, and I'm giving you a date, what I'm anticipating is that you can say what it is that you were feeling that caused you to write a letter like that. Can you remember what you were feeling that caused you to write that letter?
No, I'd normally write letters when I was sad, upset.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, officer.
Good morning.
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
All right. Can you please state your name and spell it for the court record?
Kenner Fortner, Kenner, Fortner.
All right. And how are you employed?
I'm currently employed as a sergeant with the Fairfax County Police Department.
How long have you been with Fairfax County?
I've been with Fairfax County for 10 years.
Were you assigned to a particular unit in 2023?
I was a crime scene detective in 2023.
All right. And were you in that role on February 24th, 2023?
I was.
Okay. On that date, did you respond to an incident on Stablebrook Way?
I did.
Why were you called out?
I was called out to assist with the scene documentation of a reported homicide.
And what was your role in that investigation?
I took scene photographs.
Okay. And let me hear from you. What did you observe upon your arrival?
When I arrived on scene, the scene had already been secured by patrol officers. Christine Banfield had been transported to the hospital, and the only person remaining within the scene was Joseph Ryan, who had been declared deceased.
So let me start you with some photographs. Judge, if I can offer into evidence Commonwealths 80 through 89 and have those published to the witness,
All right.
the jury,
80
and the gallery.
through 89 in evidence and can be published to the jury and gallery. No objection. Great.
All right, thank you. So starting with this first picture, Commonwealth's 80, starting outside of the home on Stablebrook Way, how many cars did you observe?
There were 4 cars of interest.
Okay, and this picture here, what do we see?
This is a black Hyundai Tucson.
Were you able to later determine who it was primarily driven by?
It was a government-owned vehicle registered to the IRS, driven by Brendan Banfield.
All right, thank you. And in this photograph, we see 2 more vehicles. Can you tell me about them?
Yes, so in the driveway, the vehicle parked in the left spot of the driveway is a navy blue Volkswagen ID that was registered to Christine Banfield. The silver Jeep Cherokee on the right parking space is registered to a Constance Ryan.
All right. And this particular vehicle, this photograph was taken in your shop, is that correct?
This was taken in the crime scene vehicle bay. It was originally parked in the cul-de-sac.
Okay, and do we know who this car was registered to or driven by?
This vehicle was registered to a Brendan Banfield.
Okay.
Is that 82, just for the record, when you show?
Yes, ma'am, I
show-
apologize.
That's fine.
So this was 82,
Okay, thank you.
the white Ford Fusion. All right, moving into the basement of the home, is it entirely below ground or does it have an above ground exit?
The basement exit is a walkout style, which is level to the ground.
Okay, and can you describe the layout of the basement?
Yes, so if you are standing at the basement stairs, directly to your left at this doorway here leads to an unfinished storage area. If you can continue forward a few feet, you'd be standing in the living room area of the basement, which also included a desk and computer. To the right of the living room area is a bedroom, and then to the left of the living room area was a home gym workout area. And then if you orient yourself to where you're now looking at the workout area with the living room behind you, along the left wall was a bathroom, and then finally another door which led to the same storage unfinished area.
So in your walk through the basement, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No,
Okay. Looking at this photograph here, Commonwealth's 83, can you tell me, was there a gate at the bottom of the basement stairs?
there was.
Okay, from the photograph, it appears to be about hip height, is that accurate?
Yes,
Okay, well, my hips anyway, perhaps someone taller it's lower, but did it look like it was intended to serve a purpose?
at the time that I found it is as it was in this photo.
All right. Did you notice a lock on the door at the top of the basement stairs?
Yes,
Okay, so looking at Commonwealth's 84 here, is that a photograph of the lock that you observed?
that is a photograph of the lock that I observed.
Okay, was it engaged when you saw it?
No, it's as it was.
Okay. Moving up to the first floor, there was a kitchen and a living area?
Yes,
Okay, so looking at Commonwealth's 85, is this a photograph of the angle of the living area from the kitchen?
yes,
Okay. In this photograph, can I draw your attention to the window area and the stationary object in front of it? Can you
yes.
tell me what that was?
That was a bar cart style counter with 2 bar stools in front of it.
Okay. What, if anything, did you find in the kitchen?
There was a laptop on the kitchen island.
So here in Commonwealth's 86, are you able to see the laptop?
Yes, it's on the right-hand
Is
corner.
it the black object here in the corner?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Did you find what was later identified as Christine Banfield's cell phone?
Yes,
Looking at Commonwealth's 87, is this the bar cart you previously described?
it is. This is the back side of the bar cart.
Okay, and where did you find the phone?
The phone is going to be in the middle top drawer of this bar cart.
All right, so looking at Commonwealth's 88, is that the drawer you're talking about extended?
Yes,
Okay, and what do we see there in the middle of the drawer?
it's going to be the cell phone in question.
All right, Commonwealth's 89, is that the cell phone?
Yes,
And Commonwealth's 90, is this the back side of the phone that you found?
yes.
90 we hadn't put in evidence yet, so I took
Oh, I
that off the
apologize.
screen. So do you want 90 in
I do.
evidence? And I understand there's no objection, so 90 in evidence. Okay, go ahead. Thank you, Shannon.
Judge, I would then offer Commonwealth's 91 through 97 into evidence.
All right, again, I understand there's no objection. Okay, all
And I
right.
apologize, Judge, I think I had said 98 originally and was just not clear in my speech.
Okay,
Thank you. All
90
right.
to 97, okay.
Detective Fortner, did you have the opportunity to then move upstairs in the home?
Yes,
All right, and did you take photographs of the bedroom belonging to Juliana?
yes.
Okay, is this that bedroom?
This is her bedroom.
And how did you identify this bedroom as hers?
There's a Brazilian flag, excuse me, above the bed, and I also was able to locate an expired Virginia driver's license for Juliana on a dresser.
All right. Commonwealth's 92, is this still her bedroom?
Yes,
What is it that we see on the dresser to the left?
there are hygiene products.
Her personal effects?
Yes,
All right. Commonwealth's 93, is this Juliana's closet?
this is.
All right, was there anything that caught your attention in that closet?
There were red lingerie-style clothing items, and then the yellow T-shirt with the green border on the sleeves.
Did you have the opportunity to look for any signs of forced entry in the home?
I did.
Okay, and did you make any observations that would have indicated there was a struggle at any other area in the home other than the primary bedroom?
I did not locate any obvious signs.
Thank you. Did you have the opportunity to return to the home on October 13th, 2023?
I did,
Why were you there on that date?
for a subsequent search warrant.
Okay, and on that date, did you again photograph the house?
I did,
Did you inspect the bedroom that had been Juliana's?
yes.
Directing you to Commonwealth's 94, is this the same room?
This is the same room.
How were you able to identify it?
The Brazilian flag above the bed.
Did you notice that anything had changed?
There were no longer any items in the closet.
How about anywhere else in the room? Were her personal effects still on that dresser, if you recall?
I do not recall the dresser.
Okay. Did you eventually find her clothes?
I did.
Where did you find them?
They had been moved to the primary bedroom's closet.
Commonwealth's 95, is this the primary bedroom closet?
Yes,
And was there anything that you saw in the closet that made it clear to you they were Juliana's clothes?
there were the red lingerie-style clothing items and the yellow T-shirt with the green hem on the sleeves.
All right. And Commonwealth's 96, another angle of the same closet?
Yes,
And we see the yellow and green shirt there on the second row?
yes.
All right, thank you. Had there been any other changes in the primary bedroom?
They had gotten new flooring, new bedroom furniture, and pictures that had once featured Brendan and Christine had been taken down and replaced with Brendan and Juliana together.
So showing you Commonwealth's 97, is this the primary bedroom?
This is,
In October of 2023, 8 months after the murders.
yes,
And I'm gonna zoom in here. Is this one of the photographs you were speaking of?
it is.
Okay. And did we see others in the room?
Yes, that is a second photo.
Okay. All right. Detective Fortner.
Okay. How did the defendant know that Christine would be out of the home on that morning?
She was
Or, I'm
supposed,
sorry, how did the defendant know that Christine would be at home that morning?
yeah, she was scheduled to work that Friday morning. And he had told me that he would talk to her out of it to like change. And so instead of going to work on that morning, she would be off and she would be at home. And
What was the plan for you and Valerie to be out of the house?
he had said about telling her that Valerie and I would go to the zoo, spend all day at the zoo, and we would be leaving the house early. And so, yeah, that was the plan for me and Valerie.
When did you tell her about the plan?
I told her it was a few days prior to, but I told her in person because he didn't want any messages where I would be asking, telling her about it. So the conversation I had with her was in person a few days prior.
And you said the conversation was in person, and why? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Oh, we couldn't hear.
Yeah, why was the conversation in person?
So you don't have you don't be me requesting, talk down her that we're going asking to go, and yeah. So he wanted things in person.
And who wanted things in person?
Brendan.
Okay. Was there really an au pairs trip planned for the zoo that morning?
There was not.
When you woke up on the morning of the 24th, what happened first?
I woke up early. I think I had an alarm on my phone, and went downstairs to the kitchen.
Do you recall what time you got up?
I would say 6 something.
Did you wake up Valerie that morning?
No, Brendan did.
And who brought Valerie to you that morning?
Brendan.
Did he say anything to you when he left Valerie with you?
She said Christine was asleep.
And what did you do next?
Next, I started getting her ready downstairs. And yeah, for now, I was just getting her ready, like in the living room downstairs.
Did you or Brendan text Joe that morning?
Yes.
And on what platform?
On what?
On what platform? How did you contact him?
A telegram.
Okay. And in the telegram messages, we can see instructions for Joe to park in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
What exhibit is this? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
What exhibit is this on
Oh,
the
I
screen?
apologize, Your Honor. This is Commonwealth 73.
73, so it's already in evidence, so
Yes, it
we
is already
can
in
publish it
evidence.
to the
Yep.
jury. Thank you.
I apologize, I don't know exactly on what page. I'm just going to move on. I can't find the page at this moment. How is Joe supposed to get into the house?
I had told him during the phone call that the door would be unlocked.
Okay. And who unlocked the front door?
Brendan did, using Christine's cell phone.
And I'm going to show you, if I could have the view to be to counsel and the witness only at this point. Commonwealth's 231.
Was that 231?
231.
Thank you.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Do you know what that is? Do you recognize that?
I would say it's Christine's cell phone.
And do you recognize the app that is showing?
Yes, that's the tab that will control the front door lock and the thermostat in the house.
And is this the app that was used to unlock the door?
Yeah,
How is the door going to stay unlocked?
it has to be changed. It has to be deactivated through the app on the cell phone. The person can choose how many minutes the door is gonna
Okay.
lock and
Judge, at this point in time, I'm going to ask to admit Commonwealth's 231,
Any objection?
Okay.
All right, 231,
and that can be
gotcha,
published to the jury.
and published.
Yes. What did Brendan do with the phone, if anything, after he made sure that the door would stay unlocked?
he deactivated the door lock on her phone, and he turned it off and hid the phone in the drawer in the bar area we have, like in the kitchen.
And at this point, we can terminate the view.
All right.
Before the two of you left the house that morning, did you have any other conversation with Brendan?
No, he had, after a text to Joe, he said, Brendan told me he would be leaving the house at that moment, for me to wait a few minutes before leaving the house with Valerie.
What, if anything, did he give you in that morning before the two of you left?
Gun,
What kind of gun?
handgun.
And what did you do with that?
I put it in my pocket, in my sweater.
Who was it that left the house first?
Brendan did.
And what was the plan for him that morning? Where was he going to go, and what was going to happen next?
He was going to stay, he was going to go to the McDonald's, which is, say 5-6 minutes away from our house by the clock tower, and he would stay there until whenever I call him.
And what were you supposed to do?
I was supposed to stay in the car with Valerie to put something on her iPad for her to watch. And as soon as I saw Juliana pulling up the driveway, I was supposed to give Christina a call, but her phone would be off, it would go to voicemail, and I was supposed to call him right away and tell him there was somebody strange coming to the house, and that I was scared, and yeah.
Okay. And so let's go step by step. Did you leave the house?
Yeah.
Did you go to the car?
Yes.
And did you put Valerie inside the car?
Yes.
And did you begin to put a show on for her?
Yeah, I was trying to connect her tablet on the Wi-Fi on my phone,
Okay.
so I could put on a show for her on Netflix.
And then what, if anything, did you see after that?
I think after a couple minutes, I do not know how many minutes passed. That's when I saw Jill pulling in the driveway, and I was still parked in the cul-de-sac, and I called Christine's phone and went to voicemail, and I called Brendan right after, as he had instructed me to do.
And did Brendan say why he wanted you to call Christine's phone and then call his phone?
Yeah, so then you'd have the history, the phone call history on her phone that I had tried to call her. Yeah.
And then what happened next? You said you saw Joe arrive. What, if anything, did you see him do?
He just went straight to the driveway and parked next to Christine's car. And I called, after I called Christine, I called Brendan, and then he picked up the phone, and I was telling him just the way he had said, and like, there is somebody strange. I never come to the house, I'm scared. And he told me he would, for me to stay there, he would be coming home, and that he would try to also call Christine.
I'm going to go backwards a little bit. Do you recall when it was that Brendan told you, when Joe arrives, call Christine and then call me? Do you recall when he told you that?
It was throughout the whole process when I think he had all his plan in his mind, and then he just told me how things were going to happen. This is gonna happen, you do this, and then you do that, and that's gonna happen. But I cannot say for sure, like, the period, like, when that was, I cannot say it.
At this point, you've seen Joe Ryan go into the house, you've made your phone calls. What, if anything, happened at this point?
After I call Brendan, he says he's coming, and then a few minutes pass. Again, I don't know how many minutes, but it felt like forever. And he arrived, he parked his car next to the mailbox, and he got out the car. He was crossing the street, and I got out the car. I got Valerie out of the car too. Then we went following him to the back of the house, to the door that leads us into the basement.
Okay. And whose idea was it to go into the basement?
Brendan,
And whose idea was it for all of you to go into the basement?
Brendan,
And did all three of you go into the basement together?
yeah.
And when you accessed the basement, did you go in through the front door of the house? Did you go in through the back door of the house? How did you get in?
The three of us got into the house through the basement door, which was in the back of the house.
And when the three of you went into the basement, did anyone lock the door to the outside that you had just come in after you went inside?
No, after when I saw it, I did not recall locking the door or doing anything with the door.
Do you recall if their dog was in the basement when you went inside?
I saw her in a flash, and also because I knew she was going to be there in the basement. But what happened with her after that, I don't know.
Okay. Did she go upstairs with you?
What is it?
I'll move on. So is Valerie still with you at this point in time while you're in the basement?
Yes,
Okay. And so what did you do with Valerie?
Brendan had told us to stay there in the basement, and again, I knew we were supposed to stay there, she and I. And he went upstairs to the main floor.
Okay. And what if anything did you do?
I just stayed with her, and after a couple minutes passed by, and I had told her for you to like stay here, and then I I also went upstairs to the main floor.
Was that something that you decided to do, or was that a part of, was that something that you were told to do?
It was something else to do. It was part of
And-
his plan.
Say that again?
It was part of his plan.
Okay. And when you say it was a part of his plan, whose plan?
Brendan's.
Okay. So you left Valerie in the basement, and you said you went upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
When you got to the main level, did you or Brendan lock the door at the top of the basement stairs?
I do not recall doing that.
And what, if anything, did you do next?
When I got to the main floor, Brendan was standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead us upstairs. And he was just listening. Then he gestured to me like for me to wait, just listen to the sound. And the sound was like slapping. When you're slapping somebody, that's the sound we could hear.
And what, if anything, happened after that?
I think we were listening to that sound for a few seconds, and he took his gun out, and because I also had the gun with me, I just did the same, and he proceeded to go upstairs, and I just followed him upstairs to the master bedroom.
Who opened the bedroom door?
Brendan?
Did you go inside the bedroom?
Yes.
And what did you see when you went inside the bedroom?
When we first get into the bedroom, I could see that the bed we have in the master bedroom was kind of tall. And so from my point of view, all I could see was like Joe. At the moment I knew it was Joe, like on top of Christine, in a way I'll describe holding her down. And that was my first view as soon as I get into the bedroom.
Were you able to were you able to see Christine at all at that point?
At that point, no.
Did anyone say anything when the two of you went into the bedroom?
Yeah, when I got to the bedroom, Brendan said, he yelled, "Police officer." And Christine's first reaction, that was the first time I heard she say anything at that point. And she yelled back at Brendan, saying, "Brendan, he has a knife." And yeah, that's when Brendan first shot Joe.
Did you see Joe before he was shot?
Yeah,
What did he look like when he saw Brendan?
shocked.
After Brendan shot Joe, did anyone say anything?
If anyone said anything,
Yeah, did anyone say anything in the room at that point?
yeah, because Brendan ran to Christine. She was still on the floor, and I think that point she had seen me, and she said she had asked her what to do to Brendan. I think regarding to that he shot Joe, and she said my name. She told me, "Juliana, call 911."
And what did you do?
I called 911.
And what happened after you called 911?
At that point, Joe was already shot, so that's the sound in the background. And Brendan looks at me and just, in a way, for me, like to to hang up the call.
Did he tell you, did he say, Juliana, hang up the call?
No, he did not.
How did he communicate to you?
A gesture,
And what gesture did he make?
this,
And so what did you do after he made that gesture?
I hung up the phone, the phone call.
What, if anything, happened next?
Next, he was on top of Christine. Joe was laying there, and did that for me to grab a towel from the master bathroom. We have the closet, and I just ran to the master bathroom and grabbed him a towel and to bring it to him.
And at this point in time, could you see Christine?
Yes.
What did you see Brendan do next?
When I was bringing him the towel, he got on top of her, and that's when I first saw him stab her with a knife.
Where on her body was he stabbing her?
Her neck.
And were you able to see whether or not he stabbed her one time or more than one time?
When I first saw that happening, I ran to the other side of the bed, and I was just crouching down on myself and covering my ears and covering my eyes, and a few times I looked, and I was able to see him stabbing her, and he would stab, and other times he would hold the knife in a position how that was.
You said he was holding the knife in a position.
Yeah.
How was he holding it?
This position, I think when the way he stabbed, he was just kind of like holding it, putting pressure on it.
And was he just holding on to the knife at that point, or was he still stabbing her?
He was holding on to the knife.
Did you stab Christine at all?
I did not.
Did you touch Christine at all at this point?
No,
Did you get any blood on you?
I did.
And how did you get blood on you?
The blood on my hands, I remember, because at some point when he was stabbing her, I was kneeling, like, she was here, and Brenna was like stabbing her, and I came closer, and it was right here, and I knelt on the carpet, and I had put my hands on the carpet, and as soon as I felt blood, I just removed my hands from the carpet.
Why? What did the blood feel like?
It was warm.
Did you get blood on any other part of you?
Yeah. On, it was on my shoes, but also on my socks.
How did you get blood on your shoes?
I was walking around, I would say, freaking out, and I was pacing back and forth, and it was pacing and staying in place, covering my eyes and ears, and I didn't want to hear their conversation, and so I don't truly know like how I got blood on my socks.
When did you take off your shoes?
When Brendan had told me 21, 28, he was telling me basically to go to the master, to the closet, to the safe, and he was telling me 21, 28, and it took me a while to know what he was talking about, and I was like, 21, 28, what? And we said safe, and before I started going to the closet, he told me take off your shoes, and I took off my shoes, and I proceeded going to the safe, got my tiptoes like with my socks on.
Why was it that you went to the safe?
Huh?
Why did you go to the safe?
Because it was also part of his plan, and for reasons I can't make sense of them now, given that I had the gun with me that morning. Yeah,
But he wanted you to go to the safe?
yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you a series of photographs at this point. And they are going to be Commonwealth 74, 75, 76, 77, and 78. And if I could have them displayed to the witness and counsel only, please.
Okay.
I'm going to scroll through these photos, and I'm going to ask you some questions about them. So this is Commonwealth 74, 75, 76, 77, and 78. Do you recognize these photos?
Yes.
And how do you recognize them?
These photos were taken at the police headquarters on the date that happened. And the last picture, it's a picture of my shoes and my socks.
And the photos that show us 74, 75, 76, and 77, are those a true and accurate depiction of the clothing that you were wearing that day?
Yes.
And is 78 a true and accurate depiction of the shoes and socks that you were wearing that day?
Yeah.
Judge, at this point in time, I would ask for the court to publish these to the jury.
Push them in evidence.
I'm sorry,
Any
if I could
objection?
admit them into evidence and then publish them to
All
the
right.
jury.
No objection from the defense, 75, 76, 77, and 78 in evidence. You can publish.
And I'm just going to click through them so that they can publish. And we can terminate that view, please.
Okay.
What did you do next?
Sorry. Oh,
What did you do next? After 21, 28, you went to the safe, came back. What did you do at that point?
at that point, that's when I stand in front of the dresser and the TV, and I'm telling Brendan that Joe is moving. He was moving, and Brendan, he doesn't have any reaction to that whatsoever. And I just start telling him, he's moving, he's behind you, and that's when I fired the shot too.
That's when could you say that again?
I fired
And when you say you fired what?
a gun
The gun that was where?
in my, that I had in my pocket, the handgun.
Did you hit anyone?
Yes,
Who'd you hit?
Joe.
What happened after you shot Joe?
After I shot him, he falls back. And
Did you see Brendan touch Joe's body after you shot him?
touching, no.
Did you see him interacting with Joe or Christine after you shot Joe?
Well, he was still stabbed in Christine, and he got her blood in a handful of blood, and he starts dripping on Joe's body.
Did you ever call 911 again?
Yes,
Why did you call 911 again?
I called 911 again when he told me Brendan told me he was ready for me to call.
And when you made that call, do you recall what you said?
I think I do not remember everything he said. I remember saying that I guess a friend of mine was being stabbed and somebody was shot, and I couldn't talk the rest of the call, so Brendan took the lead, and he was the one talking to the responder on the phone call.
Did the police arrive that day after you called 911?
They did.
What did you do when the police arrived?
The person on the phone, the 911, she told me to not hang up on the phone and go make sure the front door is open. And so I went downstairs to make sure the door was open. And that's when they were already like at the door at that point.
And that day, on the day that the murders took place, did you speak to the police that day?
Yes. I think the first time I spoke to the police was in the driveway, and they took Valor and I to the police headquarters.
Did you talk to the police when you got to headquarters?
Yes.
And did you tell the detectives that you spoke with that day about the things that you testified to here today?
Though what I told the detectives that day, it was the version Brendan had told me. If I was ever to talk to a lawyer or this is ever going to happen, like this is what happened. The version I told the detectives that day, and that I eventually also told his lawyer the same version.
Ma'am, do you see what's on your screen there relating to the smart jail mail?
I see it.
Okay. And let me just slide it up.
Just for the record, so the record knows what she's looking at. So the picture was 62 that we just.
Yes, sure.
That she just saw? And so this would be 63, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Defense Exhibit 63.
thank you.
These are a compressed version of smart jail mail communications.
Yes,
Do you see that?
I see it.
And are these the communications, you can see the ones that you're responsible for are the outgoing communications?
Yes,
Can you look at that first outgoing communication just to make sure that it's accurate and it's yours?
yes,
Okay. And so that appears to be from January of this year. And those are back and forth communications between you and Kate Brower, is that right?
right.
And it says this is 100 that's on this document of 236 entries. Would that be accurate in terms of your back and forth communications with Kate Brower since January 28th?
Judge, I'm going to object at this time. If we go back up to the top of the document, please.
Could go up to the top.
Judge, this question assumes facts, not an evidence. There's a date range at the top of the document that necessarily limits the number of messages that we're going to see.
I guess the date range is,
I'm not sure I understand that, Judge. May we approach?
yeah, why don't we approach?
Ma'am, I'm sorry if I created some confusion there, but I'm asking for whether or not the 263 messages were from January 28th, the first message, up until October of last year. Does that sound right?
Well, it sounds right. It's there.
Do you need to see any more, ma'am, in order to verify that these are your communications?
What is your question?
Do you need to see any more of this document in order to verify that these are your communications?
No.
Okay. Excuse me. Calling your attention to the Smart Jail Mail dated 12/9/2024 at 1:20 p.m. It will be identified as number 64.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you read that and see if that's a communication that you remember writing?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. And the highlighted area, can you read that to the jury?
Yeah, it says, now I'm sending a message because I'm talking to Josh, Matthew's friend, and each time he sends a message, he transfers 50 credits, which is necessary to send the message.
And ma'am, if you can look at December 13th, the Smart Jail Mail, 12/13/2024 at 9:25 a.m. Did you write this
Yes,
and you recognize it?
I do.
Can you read the highlighted portion to the, I'm sorry, Judge, this would be Defense Exhibit 65.
Okay.
Can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Yes, it says, yes, let's work together to achieve more things. After a while, when I'm back home, I'll look for a producer and write a book with my story, and maybe even make a movie. Make money, right? Lawyers, producers, everyone tells me to do this, that I have a talent.
Ma'am, if you could look at what will be marked as Defense Exhibit 66, March 4th, 2025, 2:41 p.m. Is this something that you wrote?
Yes,
Okay. And can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
yes, it says, what can you do, right? I had a video call with a producer who works with Netflix, and they want to make a movie or documentary about my case, and he explained in terms of compensation, money, etc. Things that Josh had denied, saying that don't do that, right? Anyway, he wants to finalize the contract already, so when I leave here, we can have the interview and everything else. But they want to be exclusive, so I can talk only to them. It's worth it. They want to pay because they want to talk to you too, in interviews, and you share photos, videos, facts from when I was a child, adolescence, etc. Things for them to add to the movie. So they're thinking about $10,000, which would be around $55,000 in our money. Helps and is good, but I want to negotiate. I want more than this because if I sign the contract, I end up losing other opportunities to make more money. If I talk to other producers, etc., right? We have to think, I know I can make even more than $25,000. It would already be more than 100,000 in our money, right? Think about our future. What do we want to do?
Your Honor, I'd identify this next item as exhibit number 67, 3/5/2025, 4:06 p.m. Ma'am, do you recognize this smart jail mail communication that you created?
Yes,
And could you please read the highlighted portions?
yes. It says the documentary film will be made regardless of whether I am here or in Brazil. It'll be an interview and everything. I'm still talking to them, negotiating. I want a higher amount, especially since my whole life will be exposed to everyone, right? And they're going to be making a lot of money off of it. We deserve something.
Okay. And in that instance, so these last messages that have been in the spring of 2025 appear to have changed their tone. Is that correct?
What do you mean, in terms of what?
Well, they're less about, I'm so upset, I'm in this situation, I'm feeling pain, I'm feeling torture, I'm feeling all those sorts of things. Or, Brendan and I are still gonna be together, which some of the older ones were. Or, I haven't seen my lawyer, I don't know what's gonna happen with this trial, we don't see any of that. We're talking about the future now, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and you're talking about the future and basically what the future is going to mean for you monetarily, isn't that right?
He talks about it.
Okay, is that what you're doing?
What I am doing?
Yeah, you're making a plan for how you're gonna negotiate?
Eventually.
Okay, and I think your last words were, "We do deserve something." Is that
Yes.
right?
It is right.
And what's the reason? Just give the details as to why you think you deserve something.
In my point of view, it's always been most about my family and what I've put them through, what they've been going through since my arrest and all this had happened, what they've been struggling with. And so my whole point was about helping them because I can't, that was something that when I was working before. And if they can have something to help them, I want them to have it.
Okay, but you're saying "we," which includes you, is that right? And
Well, yeah,
You
if-
deserve something, what does that mean?
Take literally the word "we," yeah, that's me.
So what does that mean, you deserve something?
Judge, I'm going to object. It's been asked, she just answered it, and she answered it very well.
Overruled. Can you ask?
What does that mean? You deserve something.
That's what it says, the words, "we."
I know that. What do you mean?
Also-
What are the details that are associated with making a statement?
Yeah, also, okay, so also me in the future, yes.
And what is it you deserve something for?
For everything we've been through, my family and I, for everybody,
For being what you've been through?
for being through what I've been through.
Okay. You were charged with murder because you shot someone. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
And so why would you deserve something because of that?
Not because of that. I didn't say that I deserve something because of
Okay.
what I did.
I didn't hear any details, so feel free to tell me why.
I'm saying for after, when this is over, for me and my family. And again, for everything we've been through.
Okay. Now, when prior to you accepting the Commonwealth's offer and accepting the story, were you negotiating with anyone prior to taking your plea?
Not that I remember.
Okay, I'm sorry, not that you remember,
Yes.
okay? Were you talking to any media?
Not that I remember either.
Okay. Was there any talk of money with anyone, no matter who it was,
No.
other than people that you want to pay into your account?
No.
Okay, so this newfound interest in, a nest egg for yourself or money for you has come about since you pled guilty and accepted their deal, correct?
Well, that is correct.
And and I guess it took a little time to go out into the future in order for you to feel comfortable doing that. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about my future, yes.
Thinking it was a huge risk?
Is what?
Did you say huge risk?
No, I was thinking about my future, yes.
Oh,
That's what I
thinking about your
said.
future, okay.
Yes.
And so that gets back to where I started. So that's just what this is about, is just thinking about your future?
You can say that.
Okay. Well, do you say that?
If you want to put it that way, yes.
Okay, thank you. Do you see the letter that's marked March 8th, 2025?
Yes.
Did you write that?
Yes,
Do you see the highlighted portions?
I can.
And, Your Honor, this is Defendant 68. Can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, I'm talking to this girl. She's an author, published books and everything. She even sent me her books to read. Her name is Kate. She works with the guy named Zacharias. We have video calls sometimes. They are the ones interested in making a documentary with Netflix about my case, interview, etc. So I'm negotiating with them regarding money, etc. And they could help me while I'm here putting money in my account.
And is that the first time that you told your mom about her?
Well, that's the only message I have here that mentions her, so I would say so.
Okay. And the words say that you're negotiating. Do you have anyone assisting you in negotiating this?
No.
Okay, so it's just you on your own against the television people?
I mean, I had some people, I would say cellmates, that talked to me about it, and they were more, I would say more smart about it, I guess, and telling me to negotiate, and yeah.
Okay,
So I had people telling me that.
so you're getting advice, but you're doing the negotiation.
Well, I was the one texting, yes, but I was getting advice, yes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
I was the one texting, but I was getting advice from other people, yes.
Okay. And those are also on Smart Jail Mail?
Yes, it should be. What, the messages?
Yeah, the people that you're getting advice from.
No, it's not.
Okay, how are you communicating with them?
I just said it was my cellmates.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't understand that.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you please state and spell your name for the court record?
Yes, Juliana, Juliana, Perez, Peres, Magalhães, Magalhaes.
And how old are you now, Juliana?
25,
And do you know the defendant?
yes.
What's his name?
Brendan Banfield,
When did you meet him?
back in October 2021, 22.
When did you meet him?
Hmm?
When did you meet him?
Well, can you specify? Sorry.
When did you first meet him?
Oh, in person when I first came to the States, and before that, through a video call with the family.
Okay. Do you recall what month or year that was?
When I came to the States,
Yes.
it was October
Do you know what year?
2021.
Okay. And when you first met Mr. Banfield, what was your relationship to him?
It's professional. He was my boss.
And you said he was your boss.
Yeah.
What was your job?
I was their au pair.
And so you said you worked as an au pair. What does that mean?
Au pair is like a nanny position, but somebody comes from another country providing care for their kids, and in exchange they live with their family, and yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Do you get paid to be an au pair?
Yes,
How much?
$200 a week.
And how long of a stay did you have as an au pair?
We can have from a year to 2 years, but as an au pair, I stayed for a year.
Okay. And did you, so you arrived, you said you arrived in October of 2021, and you said you stayed for a year?
Yeah,
And then did you extend that stay?
yes.
And how long did you extend the stay for?
I think I might have extended for another year.
Let's talk about when you lived with the Banfield family and worked for them as their au pair. Where did you live?
I lived in their house, in their home.
Okay. And who lived there with you?
It was Brendan, his wife Christine, and their daughter.
And we know who Brendan is.
Yeah.
Who's Christine?
Christine was Brendan's wife.
And you said their daughter?
Yeah,
What was their daughter's name?
Valerie.
What was your life like with them?
With the family,
Yeah, when you first got there, what was it like?
it was kind of a period for me to adapt to the family, to my job, to the country. But I was very welcome, I guess.
And what was Brendan like when you first came to live with the family and be their au pair?
We barely spoke. Like, my relationship was mostly with Christine and Valerie. Brendan and I barely spoke at all. It was just
Okay. What was Christine like?
Christine was very friendly, very welcoming, very fair. Yeah.
Did you spend time with her and spend time with Valerie together?
Yes.
And did you spend time on your own with Christine?
Maybe a couple times going to a store or, yeah.
Do you recall if Christine had a blood disorder?
I heard about it, yes.
And do you know the name of it?
I do not know.
Do you know if she took any medication for it?
As far as I know, no.
What was Valerie like?
Valerie is very loving, very caring. She's just,
How old was Valerie when you met her in 2021?
she was 3.5, I guess.
I'm sorry, say that again?
3.5.
And were there any other children that were living in the Banfield's home while you lived there too?
No,
Do you know if they had an au pair before you were their au pair?
yeah.
Who was that?
It was Amanda.
And when you began working for the Banfields, do you need a minute? When you began working for the Banfields, do you remember what their jobs were?
Yeah,
Or do you know what their jobs were?
yeah. Christina was RN, and Brenda was working, I guess, as an investigator for the IRS.
At some point, while you were working for the Banfield family, did your relationship with the defendant change?
Yes.
How did it change?
It became sexual, physical relationship.
And do you recall when the relationship changed?
It was August 2022.
And did you keep the relationship, this new relationship with the defendant, did you keep this a secret?
For my part, some of my friends, they knew because I told them, and I used to post on my Instagram. But for his part, yeah, it was a secret.
Okay. You said you told some friends about it.
Yeah,
Do you remember which friends you told?
I told Beatrice about it and Pamela.
And did you take any photos of you and the defendant after you began a romantic or physical relationship?
Yes,
And you said you had posted some things to social media?
yes.
Okay. I am going to show you a couple of photos. And if I could have this view be to the witness and counsel only, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you Commonwealths 51, 52, 53, and 54. This is 51, 52, 53, and 54. Do you recognize these photos?
Yes, I do.
And how do you recognize them?
It's me and Brendan.
And are these social media posts that you made?
Yes,
Judge, at this time, what I would ask the court to do is admit these as Commonwealths 51, 52, 53, and 54.
All right, any objection? Okay, 51, 52, 53, and 54 in evidence.
And we can publish the
Yep.
first one to the jury. Can you tell us who's under the emoji here?
it's Brendan.
And then a couple of these have noise. And then this one, Commonwealth's 53, can you describe who this is?
It's Brendan's hand,
And whose leg is that?
my legs.
And the date on the photo that is posted, is that the date that the photo was taken?
Yes,
And this photo here, Commonwealth's 54, who's under the emoji?
it's Brendan.
Do you know when this photo was taken
It's from the same day as the previous picture.
as the previous one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to go back to 52. And in that post, who is present in that post?
His person behind the emoji,
And who is behind the emoji?
Brendan.
And is it you and Brendan singing in that post?
Yes,
So you began a sexual relationship with the defendant in August of 2022 when you were how old?
I was 21.
And when this relationship began, did you ever think about how it might end?
No, I didn't really think it was serious, a relationship.
And did the defendant ever talk with you about any long-term plans for the two of you?
Not initially.
Not initially. Did he ever, though?
Yes,
When did that talk start?
I think it started after he talked about his plan.
Okay. And did he ever talk about the two of you getting married or the two of you having children?
Yes.
And do you recall when that talk began?
Also, after he mentioned his plan.
Did he ever talk about his relationship with his wife, Christine Banfield?
Sometimes it would come up in our conversation and he would talk about it.
And what did he say?
He used to say that she didn't seem to care about where he was, what he was doing. She didn't seem to care about him at all. And that she was helpless and just lazy.
Do you recall when he said those things?
When?
Yes.
Well, many times during our conversation when she came up.
And did he ever talk to you about anything else about his relationship? Did he ever talk about getting a divorce with her?
No, he basically said divorce was not an option.
Did he say why?
Money was involved.
I'm
And
sorry, say that again.
Money.
Okay.
Wasn't-
Anything else?
Money was involved in Valerie's custody too.
And what about those things? Did he say anything specifically about money or Valerie's custody?
Yeah, he said that he didn't want to have to share Valerie with Christine, that she wasn't good for Valerie. So he wanted to have Valerie full time. And money, because she should have more money than he would if they ever split.